I've lived in so many parts of Chicago, but this is where I learned how to be a wife. Not just a wife, but a pastor's wife. This is where I learned how to mess up. This is where I learned how to say enough. This is where I became a mom. This is where I started a business. This is where I quit my first job. This is the place I was living when I graduated from my master's. A lot of life has happened here for me. Oh, and we lived through a pandemic here. Hi, beautiful. John and I did life with so many wonderful people in this community and through our little neighborhood church. Although we had no one in our own life stage the entire time we were there, no newly married couples without kids, or no new parents, I felt very supported and known. This little church in the church house on Austin Boulevard, the street that separates Oak Park from Chicago, the neighborhood of Austin, will forever hold a deep place in my heart. It's a beautiful, unique body of Jesus followers. The church is a bright light on a corner of such a complicated part of the city. The lessons I learned about the complexities of Chicago's dangerous areas are best left unspoken. Until you've actually lived in a neighborhood like Austin, it's hard to fully grasp how intricate issues of race, poverty, and systems truly are. I know I had a hard time grasping it at first, and I still do. I learned that feeling safe where you live, where you call home, is a privilege, and not everyone gets that. Being able to move out of an area that's unsafe is also a privilege, something that I will not be taking for granted. I knew that we needed to relocate soon. And the day before we moved, our house was broken into. I had been praying more over our safety ever since the days got warmer, and especially in August, since this is when the violence in the city typically goes up the highest. Our house had been broken into, however, nothing was taken. It was confirmation for me that one, God was protecting us, and second, it was time to leave Chicago. God always works out the timing just perfectly, which is still a mystery to me because while John was hunting for new jobs, it didn't feel like perfect timing. Having a 10-month-old baby and adjusting to motherhood felt like an impossible way to jump in to finding a new area to live and new jobs. I have truly learned to trust the process and to sit back and watch God. And wow, has that changed from the first time I had to jump by faith into a new chapter. God shows up in the smallest details when you trust Him to do so. I hope that that's what you see when you follow our story. As I close this chapter of my life in Oak Park, I'm filled with gratitude for all the experiences, lessons, and growth we've had here. This place has shaped me in countless ways, and I'll carry these memories with me wherever I go. And to everyone who has been a part of this journey, thank you for your support, friendship, and presence that has made this time truly special. As we prepare for our next adventure, I am excited to see what God has in store for us. Life is a beautiful journey of constant change and growth, and I'm ready to embrace what comes next with open arms and an open heart. Thank you so much for being a part of our story and for joining me on this walk down memory lane. Here's to new beginnings, cherished memories, and the endless possibilities that lie ahead.